is Adam. 060 steam locomotive that was originally owned by the Western Pacific Railroad. It was purchased by the Cedar Blue Railway and put to work on the mail route.
He's been working here for a long time, about 40 years to be precise, and is well known for his mail run record.
He knows this railway well and has seen many engines come and go. Today, Adam is heading off to the station like every other day to collect his mail cars and start his route.
Although Adam was making great time, he was feeling rather queasy. And, knowing Adam, he wasn't really going to tell anyone that. But little did he know that his silence would be his downfall. Billy? What is it? There's something wrong with Adam. He's building pressure and there's no way to release it. The driver and fireman desperately fought for control, but it was no use, and his pressure was skyrocketing. The driver and fireman, not knowing what to do, jumped out of the cab for dear life. The driver and fireman watched Adam roll in certain doom. I'm gonna burst, he cried. And he did. The driver and fireman stood behind a fallen tree, as they watched Adam sit broken and afraid. Oh man, I set fire. I know. The driver and fireman walked to the nearest station to get help. It wasn't until 2 a.m. before any sign of help arrived.
Yep, there he is. I see him. Alright. Let's see if anyone's hurt before we go. Over.
Adam, although being alive, was greatly damaged. Both of his cylinder heads were blasted clean off of his sides. His cow catcher, full of dents, knocked 12 feet ahead of him, and his side rods were jacked up and dug deep within the ballast. It is now 4:45 a.m. and help has finally arrived. As Ann removed the rolling stock, his tinder was also uncoupled, and this feeling deepened his fear. He was dreading what almost any machine would dread, the fateful day where he would get scrapped. Adam began to regret all the times when he had so many chances to get himself repaired, but he put it off because he thought being useful and not asking for help was the best way. The cleanup manager who rode with Murphy began to speak to Adam. "I'm sorry, Adam," he said, "but these damages are looking pretty scary. In fact, they almost look unfixable. I'll do everything I can," he said. "But I'm not gonna lie to you, Adam. There is a very high chance that you could be scrapped." Adam's heart sank. The cleanup was relatively fast, which is good in most cases, but not for old Adam. All of Adam's disassembled parts, such as his piston cylinders and cowcatcher, were loaded into a truck, and he was hoisted onto a flatbed. And Murphy, who had great sympathy for the old iron, said, "Cheer up, Adam. They'll fix you right up when you get to the ironworks." But with damages such as those, no one could be too sure, not even Murphy. As Brooklyn shunted Adam to the iron works, she couldn't help but wonder if tonight would be the last night she'd ever see her friend again.